Hello, this is Professor White. This is your orientation for Math 10, Ticket 61715, Fall of 2014. I am your instructor for the semester. This class is about 16 and a half weeks long, so let's get started. Your lifeline. You need to know where your campus is, and it's ivc.edu. Let's click on it. Now, you are going to email me from this email. Now, Hotmail, Yahoo Mail, Coxnet.net, none of that. Email. You get an email address when you sign up to IVC or Saddleback, and you email from either Saddleback or IVC, from my site or their consecutive email area. So you're going to receive and send emails from here, even though you forward things to your personal email, okay? So when you send it out, use it from here. Okay. The other thing that you need to know is DSPS. DSPS, that's Disabled Student Service. And make sure that if you feel that you need that service, make sure you talk to these nice folks, and you're going to take your tests over there if you wish to do that. Let's say the other thing is the day of the test, you have a conflict with another class. So I'm not going to kill you for it. So what you need to do is just this time you're going to contact Testing Center, and for a small fee they can accommodate you. So you can take it at the Testing Center. And I will email them your tests, but you have to do both of those before the actual test in the class. But everybody else who doesn't have a conflict with another class or DSPS issues, you come in on the predefined midterm and final. That's not negotiable. In terms of academics, you click on it and you go to schools and departments, you go to math, and you go to math one more time, and you can find out where the math center is, who the director is, and what their hours are from here. It's free. Please sign up for it the first week of classes and email me that you did. They are going to help you with your statistics needs. Ask the tutors there and say, well, when is the statistics tutor in there? Then they will tell you. Another thing is the Student Success Resource Center. That's in Bistic. You can also go there, and they may hire last-minute statistics tutors, and then go and talk to those nice folks and say, well, that's by appointment. Again, it's free. You can get some help from them. Your other option is just emailing me questions and studying on your own. So, and I did that already. And so let's go and find me. For me, you go to faculty. You click on faculty. Here's my web page. Here's my schedule. This is all my information for the week. My email address is iwhite@ivc.edu. Here's my schedule. Okay? And it tells you when the orientation times are. And so I have office hours Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. If you can come, please come. And my office is in B262D. So that is that. And let's go back to our presentation. Here's the address for my web page. This is where you're going to do your homework and take your quizzes. For that, we are not using Blackboard. So make sure that you understand that. Do not go to Blackboard and just wander around and say, well, where's my class? Okay, so let me go to this site and show you how you sign up. Okay, when you type that site in, you're going to end up here. If you have used this site before, Pearson, then you can sign in and add the class. You have to pay for it. But if you took this class with us and your code is still valid until December 20th, then you don't have to pay again unless you used another statistics book. So if you use Triola like last semester, you don't have to pay for a code again. You sign in and add this class ID. Otherwise, you're going to register. You're going to click on student. You need to use your email address, and I will give you your course ID, and then you will register, and you need a credit card to pay. Okay, now the course ID is going to be ERBAS-Y 91856. When you enter that, it should find you. Math 10 Online, Fall 2014, ticket 65715. Okay? So that's it. Then you create a Pearson account. Here you enter your IBCO Saddleback email and answer all these questions. You have to accept everything and you get a receipt. Now, the other thing is, do not get a temporary access. Do not do this. Okay, well, I'm not sure I like her. I'm not sure I want to take this class now. Let me get a temporary code. I don't have time to do this class, but let me sign up anyway. I'm begging you, don't do that. If you have the time to study, which is at least 5 hours a week, on top of everything else that you do, doing homework and then doing lectures and all that stuff, by all means, just go and sign up. But sign up with a permanent address. Okay. Now, when you create the thing, it will activate right away, and you're going to find yourself in this site. You would have entered your username and password at this point, and then you just simply sign in. I will sign in with my own password. You're going to see your class right here. Fall 65715. There's no one in there. Okay. And now, when you buy the code, it's some $100, and the code comes with your book. So you don't have to buy a paper book. But if you want to buy a paper book just because you like paper books, buy Triola California edition, second California edition. You don't have to buy it from our bookstore. You can buy it from Amazon. Or you can buy any kind of cheap statistics book. It shouldn't be that difficult and to find those books. Now, you have a couple of things. Now, the money that you save, not buying the book, you're going to use it to buy a calculator. We are using a TI 83 or 84 as a standard. If you use a calculator that's not a TI 83 or 84, then you have to teach yourself how to use that calculator. Otherwise, you go in here, you see this link, and I have two links, the YouTube channel that you can cut and paste, and then, or the link here that will tell you, okay, displaying data and all that stuff, and you can actually open these things, and it gives you step-by-step, well, it's kind of slow, step-by-step instructions. Let's try the YouTube one. Okay, it's not liking me. So let me see. Get out of here, because I want to show you that. You go to YouTube. All right, do you see it, Urbis White? And I also put the orientations in here. You can actually go to playlists, and then here you're going to find statistics. Do you see that? And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 12 things in there. They're about 14 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, or whatever. They are very short, and it teaches you how to use your calculator. Please learn how to use your TI-83. So, for example, if you go in here, it opens up, and then the way it is just you go in there, and I just show you, and I push buttons, and then I tell you to do the problem. Does that make sense? All right. So let's stop this. Okay. So these are your videos. Let's go back to our presentation. All right. So well, let me go back to kind of finish what your requirements are. And me go back to here. Homework, you're going to click on the homework link, and you're going to continue, and you're going to see homework 1, homework 2, and you're going to have deadlines. I do not give you extension for any reason, and then they expire 1 minute to midnight, and you're supposed to do the homework. Click on the homework, click on the question after reading and watching your video, and then do your homework. It will load up, and you do this at home. There's no time limit, and then you go, okay, well, I don't know what I'm doing. It can go to textbook. It can ask your instructor, do not overuse this and ask me every single question you do. Or click on the help me solve this, and it gives you some pointers. Well, what do you think? It explains things, okay? So that's your homework. Now, to take the quizzes, you go to the quiz area, and there you only have the right to take the quiz one time. You click on the quiz and take the quiz, all right? Now, before October 15, I give you those steps for orientation. I'll show you that. You're supposed to finish your orientation by August 15. If you do that, then you don't have to come in. If you cannot do that, you have to come in to keep your spot. No negotiating, all right? If you don't finish the orientation, get into the course campus area, Pearson area, and print out the orientation form and send me the email, then you have to come in person. And I'll tell you where that is to keep your spot. Because that day, August 15, I will get petitioners, and I add those students who show up or are serious about taking this class. All right? So the orientation and contract are here. The orientation form pretty much forces you to do all these tasks. Make sure that you do them. You print this out, email me. Contract, the same thing. You do this, you initial it, you email me. That needs to be done before August 15. And here's the entry survey. You finish that, you email me. 3 things. Does that make sense? All right. You can check your progress under grade book. It will tell you. And on top of that, you need to do discussion board. So each discussion board, this is not for me to help you out. This is for you to help each other out and figure things out on your own. To do this, you have to do the thing and you respond and you type it in. Or you can attach a file. You can look at each other's answers, but I'm not going to help you with this. This is like a project, and you're in college. You're supposed to be able to do it. And this is graded, by the way. All right. Sometimes I tell you, well, use this data set to do this, and then for that, you have to go data set if you want Excel, JMP, Minitab, whatever, SAS, whatever thing, or you want a text file, you can get it from here. I would say like bear, brown bear data. Well, I'll go in here, find the brown bear data. Okay, the midterm news will be here, final news will be here, and you're going to have to come in to take the midterm and the final in person. Okay, I hope this is clear. Okay, here was the web access. So I assume that you have some computer literacy, and that's kind of required. You know how to do basic things. But if you still run into trouble, this is the phone number to call. Do not email me. Well, my terminal froze. What do I do? You call these nice people, or you can troubleshoot with them online. Make sure you put this number down. All right. Class ID and orientation dates. This is your class ID. Urbis-White 91856. When you are a new user, you put this in there and it will find me, and you pay and you sign up. Okay? You have to buy an access code to do this class. And it will help you buying a graphing calculator to do this class. Because if you don't, the midterm and the finals are timed. So in other words, you have 2 hours to finish them. I don't give time limits to your homework and quizzes. Guess what? If you are taking 4 hours to do a 2-hour exam, you're not going to be able to finish it because you're doing everything by hand. That's why I want you to buy a graphing calculator and learn how to use it so that you can finish your midterm and the final within the 2-hour limit. And I have all these videos that I showed you. So here is the location, August 15, 6 to 7 in Bistic 104. To waive this requirement, not to come in, you have to finish all these 3 things that I told you about, sending me, doing all the tests in orientation task form, entry survey, and the contract, and then email it to me before that date. If you cannot do that, make sure you come in that date. If you don't do either one, you're going to be dropped because I have to add the petitioners. All right. Well, in a nutshell, what do you need to do by August 15? Watch this video. Okay, you are already watching it. Buy a permanent Pearson Pass. They are going to give you an option for a temporary pass. What that means is it will expire in a day or 2. You just feel your way around it. So don't do that. Just if you're committed to this class, buy a permanent ID and then get started, because you are going to get emails from me because you'll be taking somebody else's spot, and it's just not fair. This is already an impacted class. Check your requirements in Pearson. So can you do this class on your own? Does your browser work? If your computer is like 12 years old, probably you may not be able to do this. Understand the requirements to keep in touch with me. Okay? I'll show you that as well. So one more time. Fill out the orientation form, all that stuff. You have to do it. And I'll talk about this, keeping in touch with me a little bit later. You will have a midterm October 17, 6 to 8, non-negotiable. And you'll have a final December 12, 6 to 8, non-negotiable. If you have a class conflict with either IBC Cellback class, then that's the only time that I say, okay, go to testing center for a small fee. They will switch this around and then proctor you to take the exam. Okay? Now go back to the site for a second because I wanted to show you. So I told you that you need to really keep in touch with me, and you take your tests here, quizzes, tests, and all that stuff. Now, the quizzes were here. Now, look at these. Email 1. What the heck is this? Okay? And then there are drills in here that you need to do later on. But what is this? Like I told you, I need you to email me your progress on a weekly basis. So what do you say in your email? You can say something like, you can write a paragraph, and I did this, I did that, I am feeling comfortable with that, I don't know the answer to that. You can either do that, or you can say, hey, Professor White, I finished everything. Everything is hanky-dory. Thank you very much. You know, it can be as short as that. After you do that, after you email me, make sure in the reference area you put down Math 10 and you put down your ticket number, which is 65715. And now you put that ticket number, Math 10 online, and then you send me a body of email. Then you come here. You go to emails, and then you say, hopefully it will open it, and you will say something like, you know what, I did email my teacher this week. I say true, submit test. What it does, it gives you 1 point, okay? And I keep track of that. If you forget this step, then you're not going to get your point, even though you email me. Does that make sense? And now you can practice here for tests. I recommend you do this. This is not graded, but look, it's 0 out of infinity. So if you want to see like how you're ready for the quiz, do this first, then go take the quiz because you only have 1 shot at it. Does that make sense? All right, so here are all the practice quizzes. Here are your quizzes. And here is your homework. Here are the videos. Now, if you go to ebook, there is another set of videos in there. So if you look in here, let's say section 2.1, you see there's a video here, okay? That's not my video. That video comes with your book. So you read the book, you don't understand it, watch that video. Then read the book again. Then watch my video. So that's going to take at least 5 to 10 hours a week. So that kind of commitment is required for the class. So I think I covered everything. If you have any questions, email them to me, iwhite@ibc.edu. Do not miss the deadlines. And